Okay. Assalamualaikum and good evening to everyone joining us this evening. Thank you for your time. Okay, as you guys are already aware that we have our training session today by Cargomove. So without further ado, sorry, I will have to inform you. Any question for the Q&A session later, you may direct the question directly to me or Miss Mira, or otherwise also you can just put in the chat room, then I will read it for you guys later during the Q&A session. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite our most handsome Mr. Watson from Cargomove to present his opening remarks. Thank you. Mr. Watson, please. I don't think we can hear you, Mr. Watson.
Watson, I think you muted.
Sorry. Okay. Good afternoon, all. Thank you for this. So this is going to be a very quick session, just like last week. We just want to show the again to give you a briefer on the GPS, the changes we made for the road, and also to show you on the screen how to file a claim. So this is more of for your operations or for the managerial level to do in the system. Now, this demo, I'm going to have my colleague Linda to show you the screen and also to explain. I also have one more colleague of mine, Zinni, who will be doing the screen sharing. Linda will do the presentation. At the end, we'll do a closing and a Q&A. So whatever we're showing you now is going to be live starting tomorrow, because the 1st of October is what we all agreed on for the go live of these changes. So Linda, I'll let you take over and show him.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Is light inside already? Hi, Watson. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Linda from Cargomove. I'm Watson colleagues. So today we are going to show you a new feature from Cargomove, which is to track queuing time outside the depot. After that, I will show you as well the claim process. So now my colleague Lai, she will show a screen. And she will log into the live system to show how we do. Okay, from here you can see the Atlas Pro. Like, can you show the Atlas Pro? Okay, you guys already have been using the Atlas Pro. So here we are going to show you the blue box is a depot boundary, and the yellow box is a road outside the depot, and the blue dot that you can see here is a people queuing outside the depot. So all of this has been done, including on-dock depot. So now my colleague gonna show you the on-dock depot. Which we can have done the same things.
Linda, I think you're having difficulty with your thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can.
Okay, no, because there's a bit of a lag between what Zinni is showing and what you're saying. So okay, try again. Otherwise, I'll have to take over. Just continue, Linda.
Sorry, say again.
No, sorry. I think your network is bad. There's a bit of a lag between what we are seeing and what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Because my screen is like, okay.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
Lai, can you show the activity logs? Okay, as you can see here, the activity logs. Here you can see a new feature, which is started queuing. And then one more is the depot GPS gathered in, which means when they entered the depot. There will be a total of 45 minutes for a turnaround, 40 minutes which is a depot GPS turnaround time, and 4 minutes is a depot GPS queuing time. Here at the bottom, on your right side, you can see the timestamps. Okay, Lai, you can log into the test environment.
Linda, sorry, Linda. I think I'll take over, Linda. There's a lot of lag between what we're seeing and what you're saying.
Sorry, it's kind of lacking.
There's at least like 10 seconds between what you're saying and what.
Yeah, because it's like I think the line is quite bad.
It's okay. Let me take over. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Let me just do this. So sorry all. I think we should have tested this network before. So basically, what Linda just showed you is the GPS. Actually, we showed this on Friday itself. The GPS where we are basically showing the time spent on the road and also the time spent inside the depot. So we have already done this for a lot of the depot bookings that have gone in until yesterday. There are a few more which we are clearing out, but these two buttons, you can see it in the system even now. You go to any booking that, especially for ICS Portland, you go choose the booking, you will see the two options to view the GPS details. Now, so that's the first part of what we wanted to show you. The second part is we have electronicized or we have basically made the claiming process electronic. So we have two things there. The futile trip claim that you have been doing all along, where your driver goes and gets a chop. We have made that electronic so that you don't have to go to the depot anymore. So in order to file a futile trip, say for example, here I have 5 bookings where the depot had rejected entry. Now this is test environment, so the data you see here is dummy. So if you want to file a futile trip for this transaction, you go into the corresponding booking. We have a new option on the right side to file a claim. When you click on that, on the left side is the details of the booking, the status, and then the log of what exactly happened. Then you as the haulier can type in a message and file a claim. So we have 2 types of claims. There's the futile trip claim, which is the when your driver goes, no box, they have to come back empty. You do a futile trip claim. If a depot has given you SLA agreement, then you can file a service failure claim. So futile trip, you specify whatever message you want to put in there, as much detail as possible. If your driver went, could not take or something, you put it here, and then you submit a claim. Now, if you do want to attach any photos or pictures or anything before the claim is filed, you will have to request your driver to use the Cargomove phone app to take a photo of the, say for example, the depot is queued up and that's why they want to file the claim. You ask your driver to use the phone app to take some photos so that you have those proofs also attached to this particular claim. So once the claim has been filed, a unique claim number is generated and your part of the message is put in. Now, as you know, there was a task force between ICS and AMH where we actually came up with all these processes. So there, what was decided was every time a claim is filed. So before that, a claim can be filed, whether it's a futile trip or a service failure, 10 days from the booking time. So for example, if a booking is created on the, so this one, the appointment is on the 30th, which means you have time until the 10th of October to file a claim. This is very similar to your Shopee return policy or your Shopee dispute management, where you have to file your claim within 10 days. And then every time one party puts a message, whether it's the haulier filing the claim or the depot responding to the claim, they get 5 business days. So the, for example, in this case, we just filed the claim today at 3:16 p.m. We give the depot 5 full working days, which is until midnight on the 5th of October to respond to this claim. If they do not respond by the 5th of October, it is assumed that the claim has been accepted and we mark this claim as being accepted by the depot. If they do respond, let's say, for example, they respond tomorrow, then the haulier has until 6th of October, that is 5 days from tomorrow, to respond back to them. So you can go back and forth like this if you want to until the claim has been resolved. So if you can see on the right side, now the status of this claim is the claim is awaiting response from the depot. If you noticed on the left menu, this one we are logged in as haulier. If you notice on the left menu, there's a new option called claim, where you basically see the list of all the claims in the system right now. At the top, we have a filter to show you all the claims that are pending your response as the haulier, the claims that are pending the depot's response, and the claims which have been closed. So now, whenever you file a claim, basically what happens is whenever you file a new claim, we send an email to all the users in the depot. Like, do you have a sample of that email? Okay, so this is the email that goes out. So we send the depot an email like this, telling them that a new claim has been filed against one of your bookings. Please go in here and respond. So they are expected to respond within the 5 days. Now, Lai, if you can log in as a depot, just to show how that looks like. ICS in this case. Okay, so the depot as well has the same claims option on the left side. And if they click on the last claim that was filed, so yeah, so we show them basically the message that you sent as a haulier, and now they have 2 options. They can either accept and honor your claim, or they can refute your claim, or the third option is they can send a response back. So say, for example, they have something else to ask you, or they want to know some other details or whatever, they can put in a message here, send message. Now, we will now send an email to all of your users, whichever haulage company this is. I think this is Continental National. So we'll send an email to all of the KN users in Cargomove saying that the depot has responded. Please go in and respond. Now, Lai, if you can log in back as the haulier. So now as the haulier, you can reply to the message that was sent. Okay, so if you see here, we're saying that now the status of this claim is awaiting response from the haulier. So on your side, you have until midnight of the 5th of October to respond to this. So now you have 2 options. You either respond back and then they come back to you, or if, let's say, you settle this was a mistake and they tell you, for whatever reason, you decide to remove this claim, we have an option here for you to withdraw the claim. So you type in a message and you say withdraw, the claim is closed and now it's become claim withdrawn. So basically, we have 3 possible outcomes of any claim. The claim is withdrawn by the haulier, the claim is accepted by the depot, or the claim is refuted by or rejected by the depot. In the event where the claim is approved by the depot, we are generating a PDF, just like how you see the EAR PDF from the depot. We are getting the depot to, the system will actually auto-generate a PDF on behalf of the depot with the details of the booking and telling you that the depot has accepted this particular claim. We also, as you can see here, the name of the individual is there. In production, it will be the proper value. We will also tell you exactly which individual working for that particular depot accepted this claim. Finally, if you can go to the corresponding booking, just go back to the booking. Okay, so the booking details, no difference. It just remains as it is. So we don't touch anything except at the very end. If you look at the activity log, we add one more status called the claim was filed by the haulier and the claim number. So the reason for doing this, the reason we kept the booking separate and the claim separate is, for some of you, you may have say a finance or a legal department who does the claims, and you have a haulage planner who does the haulage, the bookings. So your booking list may be too long. Your legal department only needs to look at the claims menu to see the active claims and respond. So this is about the futile trip. The service failure is very similar. If, say, for example, you go to ICS, they take more than an hour to turn around your truck. So you want to file a claim for the SLA. You go into the corresponding completed booking. You can review the GPS. Basically, your due diligence, you make sure the GPS information was there, that the truck indeed spent 45 minutes inside the depot, and then you go and file a claim saying that this took more than 1 hour. So I expect this to be settled as a service failure. So this is what we have done. And the last thing is, if you can go back to the booking list and do a download, the download bookings. So I'm sure you've used this before, where you can download a spreadsheet of the list of bookings. In the last column, in the last option, okay. So in the last option, there is an option to also add the queuing time. Just type QUE, like queuing. So you also have the option to get the, so if let's say at the end of the month, you want to know which ODD took how much time queuing outside, and which ODD or which depot took how long to process, you can also take the queuing time as a metric to for your own internal analytics over any processing. So this is what we want to show you, and the email, if you can show a sample of the email that goes to the haulier. The next email. Yeah, so like this, there will be a message sent, message received from both sides, and you can settle the claim in the system. Whatever payment, whether it's the, like if you can open the document, the PDF. So whatever payments are to be settled between the two sides. So, and anything to do with the refund of the SLA, whatever, all of that is outside of Cargomove. We are not getting involved in the DGC or how much or what the thing was. So you settle the claim here, and whatever SLA arrangement you have with the depot, you can handle it directly with the depot. So in terms of the, just to summarize what we just spoke about, for the GPS, you have to ensure your GPS is working and the information is sent to us correctly. If at any point, the depot does not see the data, or we don't see the data, we will send you, you all receive the daily emails, right, from the system to tell you which trucks are working, which trucks are not working. We will include these as well. In case your GPS vendor is not sending information for the off-dock depot, we will inform you. You will have to ask your GPS vendor to start sending so that we can calculate the queuing time. So the queuing time, also the next thing is the queuing time, we will only show if there was a queue. If there was no queue and your truck just went in without any issue, we won't show the queuing time. You will only see the depot in time and the depot out time. Then in terms of the claiming process, like I mentioned, make sure that your booking details are there. Make sure that the GPS information is available, because the depot also needs to see that the truck indeed spent 45 minutes inside. You have 10 days to file the claim. from the booking date. So if the appointment is for today, 10 days from today, you can file. 5 days for both sides to respond. So if there's no response from the haulier within five calendar days, we're not talking working days, calendar days. If there's no response from the haulier for 5 calendar days, the claim is automatically withdrawn. If there is no response from the depot within 5 calendar days, the claim is auto accepted. Any settlement, the DGC or the refund is outside the Cargomove system. And this whole thing, we go live tomorrow on the 1st of October. So now that's about all we wanted to present. Anything else that you want to see or any feedback that you want us to take back to the depot or even change in the system, you let us know. We can, I mean, we can't, most of this we already decided and finalized, but if there's anything else you want us to look at, please let us know and we can take it in. So that's about all from our side for these 2 features today. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Watson, for your informative presentation. So we are open for the Q&A session now. So anyone would like to have any question for Cargomove to highlight? I mean, to give a clarification on your question. You can raise your hand and I can unmute you. Anyone? Anyone would like to say anything?
So Azwan, sorry, the one request from us is once this goes live tomorrow, as much as possible, at least even if not for the service failure, the futile trip, you can start doing it through the system so that your driver doesn't have to go back to the counter. Okay, so sorry, to answer LC forwarders, so the service failure, we are doing only for ICS because I think they're the first ones to come up with the SLA. The futile trip, we're making it available for all the depots on dock and the off dock as well. As one, Mr. Zach wants to say something.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, okay. So then, sorry, I forgot to mention this. We will after this, we already have a video recording of how to file the claim. We will do it. It's just a 2-minute video. We will give you the link to just view the video, or just send it on WhatsApp to Azwan, and he can share it with all of you. Basically, how to do what I just did in the system.
Mr. Zach, you can say that. You can unmute now.
Okay, Mr. Azwan and Mr. Watson from Cargomove. Okay, thank you for your presentation. Just a question about what they call the claims, and then for the futile trip, let's say the driver goes to the depot and then reach there, depot say got no unit. Okay, but let's say we do the booking and then suddenly within the acceptance time, the booking the depot reject the booking. Okay, that means they already know that they have no unit, they rejected the booking, but we already halfway to export, let's say halfway to export. So in that kind of case, is it possible for us to claim, or we can't claim anything?
Okay, I cannot answer this, but from what the depots told us when we had the workforce with them was, if there is a GPS data to show that the truck physically entered the, so like you said, if you're halfway there, I don't think there's any way for them to know because we're only looking at their own premises. If your truck went into the depot, they said no unit and you come out, you definitely can claim.
Okay, that means let's say when we do the booking, and then the depot checked, and then immediately they rejected. They say they have not enough unit or no unit available for this kind of stuff. They straight away reject. That means it's supposed to be like that, right? So that it ease our movement and don't waste our time simply going here and there. Because then sometimes there's one more situation. We reach the depot don't want to accept. First they accept, then they reach there, they said this unit doesn't belong to us. They said you have to go to either WCY or you go back to Northport Depot, something like that. So in that kind of event also, we still can file a futile trip claim lah.
Correct.
Okay.
So actually, okay, so just to add on, sir, for the on-dock depots, we have two data, right? We have the data of when he went into the port and then when he went to the depot. So I would imagine in your case, even halfway, if he's not even inside the port, there's no data in the system for the booking. If he went into the port and before entering the depot, if he gets rejected, we have the data to show that he went into the port and then it became a futile trip.
Okay, I understand on that. Okay, so basically that's all I want to ask, because normally we lose a lot on the futile trip, especially this ODD file. They have a lot of problem with the unit one. Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zach, for the question. Do we have others who like to say anything? You can unmute and just go ahead. Anyone?
Shyam from GT College is typing. He wants to ask something.
They can unmute by themselves now.
No, apparently he doesn't have a microphone. I think he's going to type in the box, the chat box.
Sorry?
No, no, he said he doesn't have a microphone. I think he's just typing in the chat box.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No problem.
Doesn't have a camera and microphone. Okay, all right. Okay, you can type in your question in the chat. Also I can read it out for you. If anyone got any question for Mr. Watson and team. Or are you guys? Is it okay now? Jangan malu-malu, Just say.
Can I speak something?
Yeah, Mr. Ang. Yeah, please continue.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm Console Plus CPS. My name is Ang here. Just now I heard about our member were talking about this when we went to the depot without any unit by the depot. Why not our AMH come with a one article or notice to everybody if that we are going to this depot, we can't collect any unit, we will charge extra charges. Because why? In few countries, especially in US, when the shipping agent was indicate the depot to pick up the empty container, okay, without unit, the haulier company will charge to any party who was booking for the haulier. They don't bother either you got a unit or no unit. When the truck was reached to the depot, okay, the trucker can be charged to the forwarder or the party concerned. So actually, this is the good practice also to let them know or let the forwarder or either forward the charges back to the shipping agent. I know the forwarding agent and this forwarder, normally they say the shipping agent will not bear on that. That is their problem. They have to apply the pressure to the shipping agent. If they insist, what I mean is always was happen like this type of thing, you can book with other party and let the shipping agent give the pressure to the depot. That's the only way we can solve our trucker problem. If not, everybody have to go to bear for the losses, and without any appreciate by the certain customer, and then some more get the blaming and wasting our trucker time. That is the money. I hope our AMH will issue one article come out. This is only solution. I know the depot, only the shipping agent can apply the pressure to them.
Yeah.
But the depot, they got the right to pressure the shipping agent. If the depot is stop the service, why not don't booking with them? Look for others. Like our company is very simple. We got a freight forwarder. We will check it first. Okay, when we book with a shipping liner, we check it first. Which depot are you using? We will mention first. If the useless depot, we will highlight to them. Sorry about that. We will not go to booking with you because of that. We have to do something on that. Trucker always was get bullied by a lot of party. I hope our AMH will doing something on that.
Noted, Mr. Ang. Thank you for your views and feedback.
Much.
Thank you for your views and feedback. I will convey your message to our council, and then let them discuss on this matter.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ang. Any other question regarding our training session today?
Azwan, even if any question, comment to Cargomove or anything else that want to ask also can. I mean, since we're all here.
Yeah. Anything.
Really Cargomove.
Because Watson is here, Cargomove team is here. So any question regarding the Cargomove, you can blast it now. Anyone? I can see Lucas, Mr. Lucas. I can see your face. You want to say anything, Mr. Lucas Lu? Don't be shy. You have any question? I cannot see everyone.
Sorry, Azwan, I just remember one other thing. In case, I mean, we don't know how your companies work, but in case the claiming or the settlement and all of this is done by a person who's not in Cargomove today. So, for example, you have a legal team who's doing this, who's not the haulage planner. Please ask them to ask one of your existing users to create an account for you. On the left side in Cargomove, we have a users menu. You can go in and add your colleagues if you want to give them access to the system to do the claims or to respond to anything.
Okay, I think if you guys don't have any question, we can conclude our training session today. Anyone? Any other question? Okay, for your guys' information, I will upload this recording to our YouTube, to the AMH YouTube channel. So once I have uploaded to the channel, then I will share the link to everyone.
Ms. May, one last question. Ms. May, if you don't mind, can you just write in to us and we are able to disable the account, because we just need to check with the terminal, because some of the usernames are shared with them. If you can just send us the list of the usernames you want us to disable, we can do. We also have a feature to promote your account into a supervisor or a manager. So if you can tell us which username from your company to become the haulage manager, then you yourself can disable in Cargomove itself. So we have two levels, the haulage manager and the haulage user. So we can give you the managerial access, and then you can disable on your own.
Maybe we can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Why don't you say anything?
No, because before that I have a WhatsApp request to remove the inactive user, but until now still no news.
Okay.
From Cargomove.
Okay, Mr. If you don't mind, can you send us just an email? I mean, we just want to know who, your email address or your username in Cargomove. We will give you the supervisor rights, the manager rights, so then you can disable on your own.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
About the types of two types, futile trip, service agreement, service failure. Futile trip for all depots. So whichever depot uses Cargomove, you can do a futile trip. For the service failure, now we are only doing the, AMH is only doing the SLA with ICS port client. So we are enabling that only for ICS port client.
Okay. For you guys' information, the service failure is actually for the DGC rebate. For 45 minutes, we will get the 25% rebate from the DGC charges, and for the over 90 minutes of service failure, we're gonna get 100% rebate for the DGC charges. So, but this service failure claim only implement by the ICS depot, not other depot yet. The other depot will AMH will this is in our future plan. Any more question? I think Joe Tang is waiting for your reply, email reply, Cargomove. And then SK Lee, will this be any official declaration on this event? Yeah, actually there's a official declaration. Actually we already give to all our member the announcement inside our WhatsApp group, but I will blast it again, perhaps by today. Okay, the rebates. Okay, for 45 minutes, below 45 minutes, if the service they achieve their services below 45 minutes, meaning we will pay full DGC. But if the services is more than 45 minutes, let's say like 50 minutes, you're inside the depot for 50 minutes, you will get 25% rebate, 25% rebate on the DGC charges. And then for another scenario, if your truck is inside the depot for more than 90 minutes, this is for more than 90 minutes, 90 minutes, you will get 100% rebate, meaning there is no DGC charges for services for the lorry turnaround time in the depot for more than 90 minutes. Lebih 90 minit, DGC no charges. Lebih 45 minit, 25% rebate discount on the DGC charges. And then claim ini hanya boleh dibuat melalui sistem Cargomove. Jadi the service failure. Untuk booking except depo boleh tak kurang dari sejam ke 30 minit. What is this, Watson? Is it the auto accept by the depot? I cannot hear you, Watson. Can you mute?
Sorry.
Sorry, I cannot hear you still.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 60 minutes is the LPK's SOP that all depots get 60 minutes to accept. 30 minutes. This one we cannot control. This one you have to go back to LPK, the 30 minutes. But some depots, like for example ICS and all, they accept almost instantaneously, because whenever you make a booking, it's almost immediately accepted by the depot.
Kakak bagi ni. Memang guna katanya kau nak kemas dalam tak sama ni.
Okay. Mr. Hafiz, about the the depot cancelling. As cancel no show for no unit. This one, because a lot of times when you make a booking and if your driver shows up, they will click the button and they're supposed to cancel or they're supposed to reject entry and say no unit. If you see that they're not doing it, you will have to flag it up to us or to LPK, because the depot is supposed to click the button to say that they're rejecting because there's no unit.
Hello.
Yeah,
Azwan,
me. Oh, so yeah, Mr. Ang, yeah, please.
can I add something? Actually,
Yeah.
we are very complicated on the claim for the 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, actually, depot also got their problem. Shipping agent, okay, especially logistic, they're handling for this equipment department also their problem. Why we are take their problem into our claim, all this sort of thing with the party not concerned. Okay, you talk about the DGC, we delay it, we just charge to the customer. Ask the customer look for the right party, because we are not dealing, really we are not dealing with the depot, because the shipping liner was dealing with them. Let them go to settle all this sort of thing. If we talk about the debate, way off, all this sort of thing, I think a lot of work we have done, we nothing concerned with us, because depot also they got their own problem. Maybe the system linking up with the liner also got some problem, or maybe the update, because all the overall I have studied so many years, actually we are linking up each other. The problem we have to go to find, the main point is where the customer demand problem or what. Always because we never set the SOP to tell to the customer what is our logistic done and our time we need it. So everybody will promise whatever impossible job also they can promise. But I look at that in Malaysia compared in China. We got an office in China, even though our office there's a US feedback. I look at them, they don't have such a problem. But why Malaysia logistic got a lot of problem? Because we are terlalu mengikut perasaan customer. Dia nak suka hati dia. First logistic like their humble abdi. So we have to set the SOP for overall, even though liner, depot, forwarding, and this haulier, and party was concerned with the standard procedure, because we are in the same boat. So I hope that will not make it complicated to the party not concerned. Sebenarnya DGC dengan haulier kita tidak berkaitan. Sebenarnya liner boleh bill direct kepada customer, itu DGC. Tetapi kita kena bayar untuk dia. Kenapa kita accept itu condition? This is the problem. I was from Hapag-Lloyd before. I know that last time DGC bayar tinggi. Dia bukan pakai DGC, dia handle.
Mr. Ang, yep, thanks. I just sorry, we understand your concern. As mentioned, Azwan will list down this one. I'm Dominic for your information. Can we just come back to the training part or not? So we don't want to go too much off topic. We understand that you're concerned about this one. We already taken it up. So this is one of our steps that once we did the ICS protest, this is what we have moved on. So let's not talk about the past. We're trying to move on to the future.
Okay.
Your points noted. Your points really noted. Thank you and appreciate that. So anything for the training or not? Anything for the training? Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No problem, Mr. Ang. We appreciate your feedback. Really appreciate. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you. Bye.
Sorry, just to answer Hafiz's question about the haulier not showing. Sorry, Ms. Hafiz, if you know for a fact that your truck went to the depot and the depot purposely didn't click the button, I agree, there will be no GPS to show on the system, but this you will have to either inform to us or the best is to LPK, because they are expected to click the button to reject if in case there is no booking, not become a no-show.
That means they have to reject before the truck arrives.
Either reject before the truck arrives, or if you arrive and they don't have a unit, they should say they are not able to service and choose the option saying no unit available.
Because normally they wait for the truck to arrive, and they'll make the truck to wait inside for a certain time. Later they'll reject no unit. This always happens.
But in that case, Mr. Zach, you will see a status in Cargomove saying entered depot and then rejected, right?
Yeah.
But the example that Mr. Hafiz is saying is like apparently there's no action on the depot side, it becomes a no-show. Which I've not noticed that before either, where it becomes a no-show, because technically every time you enter, we either you're tapping your port pass for the on-dock, so we have a port gate in, or we get the GPS and know that you're inside.
Because I have 2-3 cases like that. Truck went in, waited for 1 hour, and then they rejected. Sometimes they ask the driver, you want to wait or you don't want to wait? You don't want to wait, you tell us, we reject, you go out. Because why? They are waiting for unit to come in, then they put on top my trailer. If no unit come in, our trailer wait there. Sometimes
Hi, Mr. Zach. That is actually a very good point. This one we'll take it for operational issues. Azwan, you record down after Mr. Zach nanti. Yang ini kita akan identify depo yang mana buat macam tu. We will go and talk to them also. Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Zach, for this information.
One more thing, Mr. Azwan, and about the claim that's no, you said 25% rebate for 45 minutes.
More than 45 minutes.
45 minutes waiting, we get rebate for 25% rebate, right?
Yeah.
On the DGC. Okay, this 45 minutes, is it waiting inside the depot or include queuing up outside?
Including the queuing up at outside the depot. Meaning, if you reach the geofence of the depot, the geofence of the depot, then it's considered within the 45 minutes already.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just to add on, what happens is that we have spoken to Cargomove. You will get 2 data, the queuing data and also in the depot data. So we have already talked to Cargomove. They are very good enough that they will provide us 2 data. So the people who wants to still see the KPI for inside the depot also can see, and outside parking also boleh nampak. But for the 45 minute ni, kita akan dah buat perjanjian dengan ICS untuk from the time kita queue. Okay, if the next question you ask from where to where you are queuing, actually tadi dah tunjuk dah. Just now earlier, I think Watson has already shown the yellow color location where the parking starts. So that's where the parking starts 45 minutes until your truck goes out. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. I'm just going to show that one more time because I don't think it was clear earlier. Mr. Zach, if you can see this, I have one example here. So for all these bookings, we have 3 timestamps on the left side. So 3 turnaround for you. The total time inside, in this case, 32 minutes inside the depot, 19 minutes outside, which means the actual turnaround time is 51 minutes. So in the normal scenario, they would say it's within because only 32 minutes, but since we're taking outside, it's 51. And like what Dom mentioned, you can, sorry, okay. So I don't know if you can see there's a yellow line outside the depot. That is the road that we are tracking. So
can you zoom in a bit? Let me see.
Sure. So it starts exactly at the compound wall at the beginning of the depot.
But actually, the yellow line you have to add another far away.
No, actually, their door gate is somewhere here, sir. The entrance is somewhere there.
I know.
So
from the gate, and this compound, I think around 4 to 5 trucks only, if 40-footer.
Okay, but actually for all the even the on docks, we started with the compound because we compound until the entrance. This is something that maybe the task force we can look at. I'll leave this to Dom.
Okay.
We've spoken to ICS. They say it's about 10 trucks or 10 40 footers that can based on that one. But okay, now no problem. We will actually highlight this again in our task force meeting with ICS.
Okay, because what I know this ICS, if the trucks started to queuing up from there, it will go all the way to until the masking factory there.
I'll stop sharing. Okay.
Okay, any more question you want to refer to person in the chat room?
No, I think this one we already answered yes. So if there's no unit but the status is completed, it means the depot is doing something wrong. Actually, to be honest, if they complete, I don't know how, especially for the on docks, your truck cannot come out because they're saying because every time there's a, say for example pickup, if they complete, they have to give us the container number. Otherwise, the terminal won't allow to go out. Maybe this one, the off dock may be doing, but still we insist that they key in the container number for the pickup. So either way, the futile trip claim you can do even if the status is completed, cancel, no show, any status, as long as it's within 10 days. So you can go ahead and file a claim even for this.
Okay.
Shall we wait longer for any question? Or maybe if you guys got a question later, you can just forward directly to Cargomove, or myself also can. I can take all of your question and then forward to Watson for the answer later. So without any further ado and delays to all of our member here, I think we can conclude our training session today. Okay, Watson, you want to say any? You have any closing remark?
Okay, my only closing remark is one of the big conditions for ICS is for you to definitely have to do a booking. So make sure that if you want like what Azwan mentioned, the SLA, the depot is going to rely entirely on the Cargomove booking and on the GPS data that you're sending them. So ensure that you create, even though it's optional for the off-dock to go without a booking, make sure that you create the booking and then your GPS is working so that there's transparency for both sides. That's all from me as well.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Watson, for your time today. We hope we can have a similar training for future project or initiative. All right. Thank you, Cargomove. And then thank you everyone for joining us this evening. And then thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Eric.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye, May. Hello?